I know this might sound alarming, but here is the reality. The most critical period for your brain happens to be those first 30 minutes right after you open your eyes. That peaceful time, when you are still clearing away drowsiness, can quietly establish the foundation for a devastating stroke. The most frightening aspect is that most individuals over 60 remain completely unaware. You might be following all the right steps, consuming your prescribed medications, maintaining a reasonable diet, keeping yourself physically active, yet still be heading directly towards serious danger simply because of your actions, or lack thereof, during those crucial morning moments. However, here is the encouraging news. This danger is not permanently fixed. Research actually demonstrates that implementing a few minor adjustments to your morning routine could reduce your stroke risk by as much as 50%. That represents an enormous difference. Let me pose this question to you. Have you ever experienced dizziness or mental cloudiness when rising from bed? Do you hurry to the kitchen seeking coffee before addressing anything else? Perhaps you occasionally forget to consume your blood pressure medications until much later in the day. If any of these situations sound recognizable, this message specifically targets you. If you genuinely care about maintaining your independence, keeping your mind sharp, and living life to the fullest well into your 70s, 80s, or even beyond, please continue listening. We are about to explore 8 powerful morning practices that every senior absolutely should understand. These are straightforward, completely natural, and supported by legitimate scientific research. As we progress through these, please tell me in the comments which practices already form part of your morning routine, and which ones you believe require your attention. Do not forget to tap that subscribe button for more life-saving health guidance every week right here on Balance Health. Let us begin immediately. The first habit represents something most seniors completely overlook, yet it requires less than 30 seconds and could genuinely save your life. Here is a straightforward but incredibly powerful question. Do you consume a full glass of water immediately after waking up? Not coffee, not tea, simply plain room temperature water. If you do not, please do not worry, you are certainly not alone in this. But this small action, this single habit might represent one of the simplest methods to reduce your stroke risk, particularly during those early morning hours when your body remains most vulnerable. During sleep, your body gradually loses water through natural breathing and perspiration. You wake up experiencing mild dehydration, even when you do not feel particularly thirsty. That dehydration causes your blood to become somewhat thicker, and thickened blood does not flow as smoothly as it should. For seniors, this condition can quietly elevate the risk of dangerous clots, which represent the most frequent cause of strokes. However, a simple glass of water can completely change that situation. Drinking 8 to 12 ounces of water within those first few minutes of waking helps restore proper hydration to your body, reduces blood thickness, and jumpstarts your circulation system. All of this happens without any negative side effects or complicated routines. It also assists your kidneys in flushing out accumulated waste products. It may even alleviate that groggy, dizzy sensation many people mistakenly attribute to weakness or advancing age. If you are taking morning medications, this habit becomes even more crucial. Water helps your pills absorb correctly and begin working faster. Without adequate water, your medications may not function the way they should, and that represents a risk we can easily prevent. Here is a bonus suggestion. A small squeeze of fresh lemon can support circulation and digestion, but plain water remains sufficient to protect both your brain and heart. Here is something that truly helps. Keep a glass or water bottle positioned on your nightstand. That way, it remains ready before your feet even touch the floor. Do you already practice this each morning? Please let us know in the comments. If you do not, try implementing it tomorrow. It may feel insignificant, but your body will definitely thank you. Now, let us discuss something equally simple. A quiet morning practice that helps reduce blood pressure and ease stress before your day actually begins. When you wake up, does your mind immediately start racing? Perhaps you are already thinking about errands, medications, doctor appointments, or tasks that need completion around the house. That reaction is completely normal. However, here is the important point. That rush of thoughts can quietly push your blood pressure upward before you even leave the bedroom. When your mind feels stressed, your body responds by releasing a hormone called cortisol, which serves as your natural stress signal. For older adults, elevated morning cortisol levels can raise blood pressure, increase inflammation, and silently strain the arteries, leading directly to the brain. But here is the encouraging news. Just 5 minutes of deep breathing or quiet mindfulness in the morning can bring all of that down. No applications, no equipment, no yoga mat needed, just you, your breath, and a little stillness. Here is a straightforward method. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and breathe in slowly for 4 seconds. Hold that breath for 4 seconds, then exhale for 4 seconds. Repeat this cycle for 5 complete minutes. That is all there is to it. You can even perform this exercise sitting up in bed. These slow, steady breaths help relax your nervous system, open up blood vessels, and gently bring your heart rate down to a safer rhythm. Many seniors who make this part of their regular routine report they feel more clear-headed, more focused, and even sleep better at night. It also represents a gentle way to support both memory and circulation. These are two things that really matter as we age. The best part is that it costs absolutely nothing. It remains safe, calming, and requires just a few minutes. Give it a try tomorrow morning. If you already practice deep breathing or meditation, share your experience in the comments. What works for you might inspire someone else. Next, we will discuss a surprising breakfast mistake that many older adults make and how it could quietly be raising your stroke risk. You might think you are being careful by avoiding chips or fast food in the morning, but here is the truth. Many classic breakfast choices like toast with cheese, processed cereal, canned soup, even pickles contain excessive amounts of sodium. Your body becomes especially sensitive to salt first thing in the morning. Why does this happen? Because after 7 or 8 hours of sleep, your blood vessels are tighter and your hydration levels are lower. So, when you consume a salty breakfast, your arteries can constrict even more, pushing your blood pressure to dangerous levels before you have even left the house. If you are already dealing with hypertension, this combination is like throwing fuel on the fire. What represents the solution? Keep your breakfast low in sodium but high in proper nourishment. Try plain oatmeal with fresh fruit, a boiled egg with vegetables, or a smoothie made with banana and spinach. Add flavor using herbs like cinnamon, turmeric, or ginger instead of salt. Definitely skip the bacon, sausage, and salted breakfast meats. They are loaded with both sodium and preservatives. Also, do not be fooled by labels that claim light or healthy. Always check the actual sodium content. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 1,000 milligrams of sodium per day for older adults, and one salty breakfast alone can go well over that limit. What represents your go-to breakfast? Have you tried cutting back on salt in the mornings? Share your ideas in the comments. Others might appreciate the inspiration. Coming up next, a simple activity you can perform in your pajamas that gets your blood flowing, boosts brain oxygen, and sets you up for a healthier day. Here is something simple that makes a tremendous difference: a short morning walk. Just 10 to 15 minutes of light movement after waking up can accomplish more for your heart and brain than most people realize. Think about it carefully. Your body has been still for 7 or 8 hours during sleep. If the first thing you do is sit at the table or on the couch for another hour, your circulation stays sluggish. For older adults, that slow start can quietly increase stroke risk. But when you take a short walk, even just around your house or out on the porch, you wake up your circulation, boost oxygen to your brain, and help keep your arteries flexible. This gentle movement also improves your cholesterol, balances your blood sugar, and reduces inflammation. All of these factors work together to lower your stroke risk. Do not worry. You do not need to power walk or break a sweat. Just move at your own comfortable pace. A slow, steady walk while breathing in the morning air is sufficient. If you can go outside, that is great. The sunlight helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle as well. But even walking in place or going up and down the hallway works if you prefer to stay indoors. Studies have shown that seniors who walk daily, even just a little, lower their risk of both ischemic and hemorrhagic strokes. Walking also supports balance, mood, and memory, which are all things we want to protect as we age. Do you take a morning walk, or would you like to start? Let us know in the comments and share what time of day works best for you. Sometimes a little encouragement from others makes all the difference. Next, we will look at a part of your body that most people forget to stretch, but it plays a major role in keeping blood flowing freely to your brain. Something most people do not think about in the morning is your neck and shoulders. Surprising, is it not? But this area plays a huge role in keeping blood flowing freely to your brain. As we age, it becomes common to wake up with stiffness in the neck or tightness across the shoulders, especially if we have slept in an awkward position or stayed still during the night. The problem is this tightness can actually compress the arteries that send blood to your brain, which reduces circulation and increases your risk of a lesser-known type of stroke called vertebrobasilar insufficiency. This often happens silently, but do not worry. A quick 3-minute stretch each morning can make all the difference. You do not need fancy movements or equipment, just start with gentle neck rolls. Slowly circle your head clockwise, then counterclockwise. Next, shrug your shoulders up and down, then roll them backward and forward. Keep your movements smooth and slow. No jerking or twisting. These simple stretches help open up tight muscles, improve blood flow, and reduce the chances of compressed arteries. Many seniors say they feel less dizzy, more awake, and mentally clearer after adding this one small habit to their mornings. It is especially helpful if you ever feel lightheaded when standing up or getting out of bed. You can even pair this with your deep breathing exercise from earlier. It represents a calming way to ease into the day while giving your brain the oxygen it needs. Have you ever tried morning stretches? Do your neck and shoulders feel stiff when you wake up? Share your experience in the comments. You might help someone else realize this is the missing piece. Now, let us move on to one of the most important tools you can use to prevent stroke. It only takes 1 minute a day. Here is a habit that could literally save your life. Checking your blood pressure each morning. It is quick, it is easy, and it gives you a clear picture of what is happening inside your body before any symptoms show up. High blood pressure is known as the silent killer for a reason. Most seniors do not feel it when their numbers are creeping up. There is no pain, no warning signs until it becomes too late. That is exactly why a morning blood pressure check represents one of the smartest habits you can build. The best time to check is within an hour after waking up, before your coffee or breakfast. That is when your blood pressure naturally spikes. If it is climbing to high, you will catch it early. All you need is a home blood pressure monitor, ideally the cuff style that wraps around your upper arm. Wrist devices may look convenient, but they often give less accurate readings. Once you take your reading, write it down in a small notebook or track it in an application. Something simple you can keep up with. Doing this daily helps you spot patterns. If your numbers are consistently high, you can bring that information to your doctor early before it turns into something serious. Seniors who track their blood pressure regularly are more likely to stay in control, adjust habits sooner, and avoid stroke or heart complications. Do you already check your blood pressure in the morning? If not, would you consider starting tomorrow? Drop a comment below. Sometimes the reminder and encouragement from others make it easier to stick with. Next, let us talk about what to eat in the morning, because the powerful minerals could help keep your arteries relaxed and your stroke risk low. Not just what to avoid, but what your brain and heart actually need. To powerful minerals, magnesium and potassium, can quietly lower your blood pressure, support circulation, and help prevent early morning strokes. Right after waking up, your blood vessels are more sensitive. If your body is low on these minerals, your arteries may stay tense and tight, which leads to higher blood pressure and poor blood flow to the brain. But when you give your body the right nutrients first thing in the morning, you are helping it stay balanced and protected all day long. Potassium works like a natural sodium balancer. It gently removes excess salt from your system and helps lower blood pressure without medication. Magnesium helps your blood vessels relax and widen so your blood flows more easily. Together, they act like a morning shield for your brain. Where do you get them? It is easy. Have a banana with breakfast. It is packed with potassium. Toss some spinach into a smoothie or scrambled eggs. Add a few slices of avocado on whole grain toast. Grab a small bowl of plain yogurt or sprinkle pumpkin seeds and almonds on top of oatmeal. Even a handful of chia seeds or walnuts can give you a mineral-rich boost. It is not about creating a perfect meal. It is about making small swaps that nourish your brain and arteries naturally. Remember, processed breakfast foods like frozen waffles, instant noodles, or breakfast bars might seem convenient, but they often strip your body of these minerals and add hidden sodium. What is your favorite healthy breakfast combination? Or do you have a go-to morning smoothie? Share your ideas in the comments. You might give someone else a new idea to try. Next, we will cover the single most important stroke prevention habit for seniors and why missing it even once could quietly put your brain at risk. The one habit you absolutely cannot skip is taking your blood pressure medication on time. This small act, often done with just a sip of water, might be the most powerful thing you do all day to protect your brain. Here is the truth. Missing or delaying your medication, even by just a few hours, can cause your blood pressure to spike without warning. For older adults, especially those already diagnosed with hypertension, those early morning surges are the most dangerous. That is when the majority of strokes occur. If your doctor prescribed your medication for the morning, make it a non-negotiable part of your wake-up routine. Take it before breakfast, before coffee, before your day even begins. This ensures the medication absorbs properly and works in time to prevent those risky early spikes. A great way to stay on track is to use a daily pill organizer. Set a reminder on your phone, or even use a free application designed for seniors that helps you track your medications, hydration, steps, and more. Whatever method works for you, the key is consistency. Here is something important. Never stop or adjust your medication just because you are feeling fine. That feeling fine may only be happening because the medicine is doing its job. Always talk to your doctor before making any changes. Do you have a system that helps you remember your medications? Share it in the comments. It could help someone else who is struggling to stay consistent. If you have ever forgotten a dose, do not be embarrassed. The important thing is to start fresh tomorrow. This small daily habit can cut your stroke risk by up to 50%. It is free. It takes less than a minute, and it could save your independence or your life. Now that we have gone through all 8 habits, let us take a moment to wrap things up and talk about how to turn these ideas into real lasting change. You have just learned 8 simple habits that could help protect your brain, lower your blood pressure, and cut your stroke risk in half. The truth is, you do not need fancy programs or expensive supplements. Just small, steady actions each morning that put your health first. But remember, knowing is not enough. These habits only work if you actually use them. Start with just 1 or 2 tomorrow. Keep it simple. Make it yours. With time, these will become part of your routine, like brushing your teeth or pouring your coffee. If there is one habit you never skip, let it be your blood pressure medication. That alone can protect your brain more than anything else. Have any of these tips helped you, or do you already practice one of them? Leave a comment below. Your story might inspire someone else. If you found this helpful, Give it a like and do not forget to subscribe to Balance Health so you never miss important health tips made just for you. You deserve to feel strong, sharp, and independent. It all starts with how you care for yourself in the morning. Take it one step at a time. You have got this.